Do you think this boat is... a replica of the Titanic?
A replica?
Yeah, you know, like a copy of the actual boat.
Who on earth would make something like that?
Fans. Crazy Titanic fans.
No way. Do you even know how much money that would take?
No idea. But all they've got to do is break even, you know?
Break even?
Yeah, they could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic. Hell, with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they'd know what to do with.
Do you really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past? It's the site of the worst accident in history. Over 1,500 people died. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd get cursed just for going.
A curse, huh?
Jumpy, do you believe in that sort of thing? You know, curses and stuff?
Sorry, but I can't really say I believe in that kind of stuff. What about you? No, I guess that's kind of a dumb question.
Yes, I do believe in curses. In fact, I think it was a curse that sunk the Titanic.
Yup, sure.
What?
A curse sank the Titanic. The curse of the Egyptian mummy. Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amun-Ra, which was stolen from a pyramid. And they say that the mummy had a history. Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths. Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right!
That's stupid. I don't buy it.
It's true.
How can you be so sure?
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. It was really mysterious, totally unbelievable.
What is so unbelievable about it?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Pretty?
Yes?
But she was a mummy.
That's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name. Where your body turns into some kind of wax? Yeah? The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right? And...
Yes, saponification, but that's not what it was.
Huh?
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
What? Frozen?
That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water? Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic. Even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
I didn't know?
Yep. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
Well, yeah, ice that doesn't melt, even in the desert? Does something like that really exist? No, even if it did, it wouldn't really be ice anymore, would it? Hmm.
Hey, Junpei, you got a minute? Here, take this.
A bookmark? What is this for?
I found it in between some of the... Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but I figured we...
Then why don't you hold on to it?
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things. Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Hope, faith, love, and luck?
Damn straight.
And you hate these things?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Not really, but what does a bookmark have to do with any of that?
Well, see, each leaf on the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay? And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words. It's like flower language. Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words.
Leaf words. Hope, faith, love, and luck. The meaning of the leaf.
So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps. Take the damn thing, all right? Here.
All right, sure. I'll take it.
Oh, man, I feel a lot better now. That thing was a real pain, you know?
Do you really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, well, they can all betray you, you know? Hope, faith, love, even your destiny. Well, that's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. That's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages, that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century, and I'm a 21st century guy. I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
Because it's a half-assed number. Not the best or the worst. That's why.
What?
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
What are you...
You play?
play? You mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I need? In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, zeros, they call Monkey.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zero's a monkey.
What? Oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
You know, if you think about it, the Nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat. Of course, it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the tens digit, and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
The person who makes 9 wins?
Wait, did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9. So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course. That's why it's called the Nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9, or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni. You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary. Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you've heard that one before. Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea. After that, you have quart, quinty, sext, septum, and so on. And of course, the prefix for 8 is octo, like octopus. It's called that because it has 8 legs. Get it?
I see. So then Nona means...
So, how many of us...
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
They go from 1 to 9.
And our time limit? How many hours did we have?
Zero said 9 hours.
And finally, to get out of this ship.
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
And there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of 9s for this whole thing. No wonder it's called the Nonary game.
What's the deal with this picture, anyway?
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms are transmitted through a field not...
What part of that?
All right, have a theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but...
Who do you think we are? I can't believe someone would actually do serious...
Yes, I read the book, but I can hardly say I'm in no position to defend or condemn. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous... There's no scientific merit to it. But even so... Anyway, I saw a picture... Hey, what do you think is wrong?
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no...
What about you, Junpei?
I guess it looked... This is the head, and...
Nope, you're wrong. This is a dog. See? Like...
So, now we know what it's a picture of.
A TV show from Great Britain did they took two similar, both of them were difficult to identify. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as these two pictures. The first was a woman wearing the other one. Well, let's just say it was this picture of... So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world, outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the U.S. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of tests. They were shown the two pictures and asked. The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new... During the 30-minute show, they broadcast. The audience was estimated to be 200 after the broadcast. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. They were, however, given the results. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success. The dog picture, however, produced a... The percentage of people able to success... It went from 3.9% to... So do you understand? Do you realize there was no way the second group could have seen the picture? They lived far away from Britain, but even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that... Why? How did...
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field? A field not visible. So, if more people, then that information will pass...
Psych.
Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true, but the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the rating.
Right!
Like I told you before, I'm sure...
Oh!
All right, enough. We've got the key.
Word.
A field not morphogenetic... Oh, another hallway.
Come on, open!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
Look over here.
Elevators. And the buttons... Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Oh. So it's a kitchen.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit. I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, I know. Still.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
No good. Anyway, let's take a look.
Hey!
What's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
Let me see that. I knew it. See? Look.
Yes, yes, hold your horses.
What did you figure out?
This is handy.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
There we go. Here, you can have it back.
Thanks.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
That seems the most likely.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Okay.
A rusty knife. I don't think we'll be able...
It's futile.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about...
Huh? Why were you thinking...
Well, it has something to do with
The Titanic?
Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. There was a novel that had a bunch of stuff in it that described the sinking of the Titanic before it actually sank.
Yeah, that's the title of the novel. It was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But...
I know. I mean, I didn't know the name of the book, but the story was the same, right? It was just like what happened on the
Yeah.
Well, I heard it was all a hoax.
A hoax?
I heard that the stuff that matched up to the Titanic so well was actually added after it sank. Apparently, the only thing that was the same originally was that a boat ran into an iceberg and sank.
But the novel was published in 1890.
Like I said, that was the first print of the book. 14 years later, the author heard about what happened to the Titanic. He figured that was his chance, you know? He just went back and changed some stuff in his novel, so that it matched the Titanic exactly.
Really?
Really. There's no such thing as premonitions or any of that stuff.
But that wasn't the only book that predicted the...
It wasn't?
Yep. There were two other similar stories written by a man, both of them before the accident. One in 1886, Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic. In one, two ships collided. Many of them...
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other
Right, I knew you'd say that.
Hmm?
But what if Stead had to be more specific? What if he had the ability to do
What? Automatic writing? Are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What are you smoking?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
Well, why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But...
Come on, let's get back to it. It's cold in here. What is this place?
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever.
No, my fever.
But
Huh?
no! Why did... Ah! The knob's frozen!
But...
It looks like the pipe next to it.
Hey, Lotus!
What do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that...
Oh, fuck. If you say so. Ugh. It's no use. You've got more people in there.
Oh...
God.
If we don't get...
To do it, I'm sure...
Yeah, let's... Right.
Dry ice is...
Yeah,
I wonder how...
hell if I know.
Oh, well.
Carbon any warmer than that?
Looks bad to mess up.
Uh,
Oh, you're just doing...
I wonder why it doesn't turn into a...
How the hell would I know? And how the hell is that gonna help us? We don't have time for this.
but it could... carbon dioxide turns to...
This isn't really a good time.
But I'm
Wondering what?
wondering why carbon dioxide...
Right? It just... Water's a liquid between thirds. So why isn't that the case for H2O and CO2?
No, they're not. They're total... Look, guys, if we keep this up, we're just... You good with that? You want to die? Now let's get back to work. Assuming you don't want to end up...
Oh, but Chum, there's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when... I heard about it. Its melting point is
Ice with a melting point of 90... You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't...
So what's this ice with a melting...
I heard it's called...
Ice?
Originally, Ice 9 was a mate... But recently, science...
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called ice not...
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, so you could think of it as a... Here, think of... They're both made of carbon, but depending on the structure of the crystallization...
So you're saying normal water and this ice 9 are like...
Yup. Have you heard the story about the crystal? For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, they did all sorts of things to it, but whatever they did, it never However, one day... Some glycerin on its way to England by ship was scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized... Oh, a seed is a sample of the original. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be... However, something... Not only did the glycerin encouraged by... Even the samples nearby did. Even though... And it didn't end there. After that day... It doesn't matter where, and all glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize. But once the crystallization, it was almost like all the glycerin in the world communicating in some, and now it's happened.
Wow, that's... What does that have to do with...
What she's saying is that it's a lot like ice nut.
A lot like? If water everywhere started... Man.
It'd be the end of the world. At any rate... Alright, guys. I mean, I know I'm kinda at fault. I might go by the name Santa right now. So let's get cracking, alright?
Selfish, isn't... Ice 9 is interesting and all. Put water into the bottle with dry ice. And make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob. Alright, so,
We just need to get the bottle's already about to. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go.
a small rock. Alright, this ought to do.
Ah, some dry.
Alright, guys.
Where exactly do you.
There isn't really anywhere.
Yeah, there. Look, right here. We can. Come on, get inside. All right, here I go. 3, 4, 5.
You're counting the wrong way.
Oh,
That is a really.
sorry. All right,
Yes.
Just.
all right. 3, 2, 1.
Jumpy, the ice on the door.
Yeah, it's.
The blast.
Yes. Oh,
Hooray!
Move! Oh, god damn it! Hold up.
well, you did just grab the grill. What did you? Hey, where's Lotus?
Oh, welcome back.
What were?
What do you mean, what was I doing? How was...
We were gonna die.
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything...
What the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door. But I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
Fine. But there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
What? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so. If she really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least, not an attempted murderer. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well, that's all right. as long as you understand.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
I think we've been here before.
The elevators are over there, so that means...
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
That means the map was right.
Looks like.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
Next move?
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right. Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes. Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D. First, A and B.
They both seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Yeah, there were 2 doors. But they were both locked. We couldn't open them.
Now, Route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed. But it's open now. What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
Route D, then.
D it is.
Yup, Route D.
Then we're set. Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
Yeah, just like I thought. D-Deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
At least the water level hasn't really changed.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C-Deck.
What else is here?
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs. Just like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
Another strange mark.
Hey, look! It's Lotus's symbol.
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it. That seems like... Oh! Ouch! 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 Ouch!
What was that about the mark again?
This is a Mercury symbol. The horns symbolize the
Hermes Herbie. If we can't get this thing to work, these out.
In other words, we need a key card problem. I guess we can't get on.
How about this hallway?
Well,
Damn it. If we try and search all these,
I think the sun already...
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing...
That's even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
And now the right hallway.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them.
All right, let's start with this one. Huh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it. What?
What the hell is this? This place is huge.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital?
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end. The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Why is the second door blank? That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Oh, it's no use.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the Nonary game? We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But this one...
There's nothing on it.
Right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
It's not responding.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
I knew it. They're broken. Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
No, that's impossible. You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
Snake! Ace! Clover! 7!
How?
How did you end up here?
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information. There you have it. Our half of the story.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Why don't we check those 3 Reds again, just in case?
You're right. Oh, there's a long, thin gap on the bottom. I think it's a slot or something. Probably electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey,
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good feel of it. I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the Gigantic.
The Gigantic?
What is this gigantic?
The Gigantic. She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. Actually, the Titanic had two sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner, like the Titanic, where War I began soon after the ship launched. The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdain bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself. Which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But the Gigantic wasn't. Seeing as she was identical.
So you're saying this Lord Gourdain bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Pipe down, just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship.
Oh, goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've...
Like?
Well, I don't know.
I guess your memory isn't back yet.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Your point being?
Wait, was I the only one that... Why?
Oh, yeah. I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
A bell.
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway. 10, 11, 12. Huh, 12.
It's midnight. Then we've still got 6...
We don't have any time to... Let's get going. We gotta find the missing part.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you...
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one...
One?
Well...
Wait, don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48 other rooms?
Maybe?
All right, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right.
Then let's do this. It's a 1. I better get back to the others. Huh? What are they doing over there? What happened, guys?
Jumpy, look!
Vacant? Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well...
What the hell? What is up with you guys?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know?
When I got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but... the missing parts were already back in the red.
What? Let me see. You're right. It's in there. What about the other 2?
They're the same.
Let me take a look. It's just as you said. All right, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Correct.
None.
Huh. Wait a minute. Where's Snake? Does that mean that he found them?
I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
No! That's impossible! Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible! I'm gonna go look for him!
Hey, hold on, Clover. Wait! Well, that didn't work. Damn it. What should we do now?
Well, the red is working now.
No! We're not leaving 2 people behind! We should go look for them!
Oh, man. This ain't good.
Oh, yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Then remain here if you feel you must. We've only 5 hours.
Let's split up.
All right.
Then I shall look.
I'll be over here.
See you all later.
All right.
Yes, but...
Let's see. How about the casino on B?
Okay, let's go.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look...
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two.
What is it?
Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up?
Team up?
Yeah. What? You mean... I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Jumpy's bracelet number is 5. Mine, our digital route would be... But there's no number 1 door. The only doors there...
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Who?
What? Isn't that easy? 7.
Oh, if we 5 plus 6 plus 8, the digital root of 26. Wait a minute. What about the other 4? Ace, Snake, Santa, and Clover.
Well, why don't you add them up?
1 plus 2 and 1 plus 0 equal. The digital root for those 4 would be 1.
That's right.
And you know the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital.
Of course I know that.
No!
Of course not. What kind of woman... Once we get off the ship, we could... Then we wouldn't really be leaving them.
Don't try to lie to... I don't think you do anything of the sort.
Really? Why do
You remember, don't you? We have less than... Even if we manage to... There's no way we could come back to rest...
Well, you never know until you try.
No, you're not thinking this. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. The 4 of us couldn't open... It is hidden, but seek a way out.
Yeah, that's right. The digital root for the 4 of us would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
That's right, unless we bring Ace too.
Oh.
Unfortunate. That's all.
Well, let's try a way to get out of here with all...
That's impossible. And you do know that only 5 people, at most, can go through one of them. The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless.
Huh?
Yeah, I Oh. Wait, you're skipping over a really big detail. Is that really? That means 3 people will die in the end. That's...
You think I could have a moment alone? There are some things.
That didn't turn out to be...
Yeah. Well, regardless, let's just focus on...
Yes, you're right. We can think about those other...
Yeah. All right. Let's go take a look at the... Are you all right? Look, I know...
Alone.
Hmm?
I said leave me alone! You're so annoying! Just go away, okay? Why are you still... Huh? Fine, forget it.
All right.
Yeah.
So, where do you... Hey, why don't we can take a look at that...
Okay, let's get...
Oh, it's A.
Hey, Snake! Answer me if you...
Let's go.
Ah, hello. Snake is... I assume you haven't...
Yeah.
I really want...
Well, wherever he's disappeared to.
Right.
By the way, do you think... Why? They don't look alike...
Yes, you know, now that... Still, there are a great many siblings. It certainly isn't right. At any rate, we really must... The clock is ticking. Very well. You can leave this area...
All right. Let's go, Jumpy.
Something about that, like Ace said. Finding... All right. Where should we... Let's go check out the...
Okay.
No one's here. Maybe we'll have more luck, but where? How about the casino?
Let's go take a...
Let's try somewhere else. Hey.
Sure.
Hey, wait. That's... Santa? What are you...
What? You can't tell?
Why?
What? It's not bothering you.
Huh?
This... The guts. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell...
Yeah. Well, I'm curious, too.
Who do you think did it?
I don't know.
Well, What about you, Junpei?
Maybe there's someone else.
You mean someone hiding?
Yeah, well, I mean,
You're saying this...
yeah,
Why?
that's,
Seems unlikely.
why?
I don't know. Just a feeling. Hard to believe Zero'd bring... I mean, the name of the game is... You know what Nonary means, right?
No, that's not what I mean more like someone who's been living, or someone who...
Seriously? Why do you think Zero...
So, one of us is the person who...
Bingo!
But if that's true, then the person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know that they...
Yeah,
But,
no idea. Maybe if they come clean on that, it means we'd find out something else.
something bad?
Dunno. But whatever it is. Of course, it could have something to do...
You think maybe they did something to say...
Yeah. Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you've got to be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out...
And that's that, I...
Snake hasn't been any... We can't keep looking for him. Wherever... We need to get moving.
We don't got a choice. We're not gonna find... There's a problem, though. We've got to figure out who's gonna go through...
Yes, I have a... Why don't we decide on one person to... Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word. You've all figured it out by now, have we? Can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only one...
Wait a minute. 2 people get left behind if we split, and 1 person is left behind if... I got that part. You can't go through the number, but if we split into 4 and 3, then...
Just run the numbers. Let's say we go through door 7. Who's left over?
That would be 3...
What's the digital root for that?
3 plus 7 plus 8 is 18, so...
Exactly. But door 9 isn't here. That means 3, 7, 8. Well, that was just an example. There are a lot of different combinations, but it doesn't matter which 4 it is. The 3 that... Go ahead and calculate it if you have it. Anyway, that's how... Now, if we can get back to my proposal, we only have to sacrifice 1 person.
Then... You're saying...
Yes. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the other 6 are to survive. Then 1 person...
No, that's
What's so cruel about it?
to just sacrifice.
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of...
That's not what we shouldn't sacrifice.
I told you, that's... Wake up.
Whoa, whoa, calm down. Look, what Lotus is trying to... You should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest...
Exactly. And for that reason, I think the only fair way to decide who will be... What do you think?
No.
I'm not asking you. What about you, Santa?
Me?
All right, that's 1, 7.
I can't say I agree with you. We don't exactly have a choice. We don't do something.
Oh, glad to see you. If I can get 1 more vote. What about you, Clover? Hey, your brother has to be behind. We've searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to... Let's go look for him to... If we sacrifice 1 person... You... Right?
Okay.
Now, let's start a vote.
That won't be necessary. I will stay. That should solve...
Ace. What? No, you can't do that.
June, I'm afraid you may... I said I would stay, but I never...
Huh?
I trust you. I believe you'll come back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's optimistic, and then those doors only go one way. You go in, if we go through them.
You won't be able to return.
Yeah.
True, but that will not be the case.
What?
Please, I beg you. Ideally, within the time limit.
No, that's ridiculous. We've only got 5 hours. We don't even know where the... How on earth are we gonna find someone to...
Then, perhaps you would prefer to stay. Or perhaps you would be willing to leave June behind. You see? There's no... Then I see we've come to... Go on. Go, quick.
Good. Let's...
Good. Perhaps I'll be able to take... It may be my age, but I get...
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time.
You're right. We should get going.
7.
Seriously. Honestly.
You too, Sam? I have to... Wait! There has to be a... Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Yeah, there's gotta...
Fine! Ace! Come on, Ace. We just have to sit down together and... Ace! What happened? Ace!
I'm on
How are you?
this.
A syringe? Soparil beta. Did you use...
Yes. It's...
anesthetic?
I found it earlier. While we were searching the... I thought it might be useful. I didn't think I'd...
Why did you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I really am.
Ace.
I just like to sleep a little.
No, don't, Ace.
So, I think I'll have...
Ace!
Let's get him up on a bed.
Well, we really don't have a choice. We can't let his sacrifice, right?
Like you even mean?
Say something?
No, nothing.
Yeah, but we're not.
Huh?
Well, we haven't decided.
Ah, yes.
Enough of this screwing. You first, Lotus. Which...
It's the same number as my bracelet.
Got it. You're 8. You're next 7.
I'll take 7.
What? What did you just say?
Who, me?
Oh, you're gonna get it next.
All right, who's next? Junpei, which door do you...
I think...
Okay, 7?
Yeah.
All right, then. That means June's got to go through 8.
What?
What?
If the 6 of us are going to keep going without leaving, there are only 3 ways. Have 3, 5, and 8 go through 7. And 4, 6, and 7. 4, 5, and 7 go through 7. Or 3, 6, and 7 go... There are no other combinations. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same. You get it now?
Oh no, you're saying we aren't gonna see...
Hey, come on. We gotta split up. But this is just like when we went into the 4. We got split up then too. I'll bet 7 and 8 are...
You mean they're...
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I'm sure they're gonna connect.
Why?
If they don't, then neither team... In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to... He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Yes.
Anyway, Clover and I will both... I figure I'll take 8. Any problems with that, Clover?
Whatever.
All right, let's move.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's...
It's open.
Let's do this!
Hurry!
June.
Jumpy.
What the hell are you doing, Only 81 seconds! No time to waste, guys!
Look! The door on the left!
This is the second time we've gone through one of these. Whew.
I would have thought a guy your size would have been...
What?
You!
You little...
I'd like to see you try.
You fucking brat!
Hey, calm down, guys. It's not gonna do us any... Wait here for a minute, all right? We just came through this door. There's a short hallway and an iron wall.
This door's the only option we...
Yeah, looks...
Hey, something's written on that iron plate.
It says operating room. If this thing's telling us...
Well, this is...
Well, might as well go in instead. What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. Let's just go. Huh?
What the hell is this?
Why don't we take a look?
Hey, Clover!
What?
Clover! Hey, what's wrong? Is...
We should probably...
Yeah.
This is...
What the hell?
You're right. Man.
Well,
Shut it!
oh, what's this?
Yeah, bring it on!
Hey, guys! Jeez. Anyway, I'm talking. Huh? Yeah,
Why would there be...
I don't think it's adult.
You think maybe...
Or maybe it's got more...
Anyway,
Okay.
Sure thing.
Hmm.